One of the most significant findings in psychology in the last 20 years is will have a significant impact on your mental well-being, on your happiness, on your overall success. Well, hello and welcome to Happy Stuff and Fluff. My name's Christine L. Conroy. If this is your first visit here, please say hello to me down below in the comments and tell me where you're tuning in from. I love to know where everyone's from. If this is not your first visit here, please tell me anything. Just talk to me in the comments. It gets a little bit lonely sitting here by myself, and you know I answer all your comments, so you can ask me anything about this video, about any of the other things we've done. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, before we jump into today's video, I just want to say how pleased I am that many of you were able to get the Silver Linings Meditation Journal to help you with the mind training that we did last time. Quite a few of you have emailed me to tell me how useful you found it. Actually, it's a little journal, a simple journal really, that I created a few years ago, but that I still follow the steps myself and it helps me. So I'm very pleased. I was very pleased to hear from you, so thank you for that. Okay, so we're jumping into today's video, which is all about cognitive flexibility. Please don't switch off. I know it sounds rather dull. In fact, that could not be further from the truth. Why they give these things such academic terms, I don't know, I guess they have to. Really, all it means is being able to choose the way you think. It's a skill that, anyway, let's get into it. I can't tell you how much this skill will change your life if you start. Not learn it completely, but just start to do little things to help you in terms of your cognitive flexibility or being able to choose the way you think. So, talking then about choosing the way you think, Martin Seligman, who is one of the founders of positive psychology, had this to say. He said, one of the most significant findings in psychology in the last 20 years is that the individual or individuals can choose the way they think. Now, he considered it, therefore, to be one of the most significant findings in all of psychology, and that's because the ability to choose your thoughts, or it's also known as cognitive control and cognitive flexibility, which is the one I like the most, is a powerful skill that will have a significant impact on your mental well-being, on your happiness, on your overall success and quality in life. It's that big. And to be honest with you, on my channel, I guess we've been talking about it all along, but I wanted to specifically make you aware of it and conscious of it, because being conscious of it is going to change your life, basically. How's it going to do that? Okay, well, let's jump in and I'll tell you. So first of all, it's going to increase your self-awareness. Of course it is. Recognizing your thoughts and then being able to choose a different way of thinking is going to help you to be aware of any thought patterns or any negative thought patterns, and then to understand, help you to understand how you react or how you are likely to react to certain circumstances that may occur again in the future. So this gives you a deep sense of self-awareness. It reduces stinking thinking or negative thinking. So being able to choose your thinking gives you the ability to recognize and move away from, as I'm just saying, any negative thought patterns, so that you can actively challenge your stinking thinking and reframe those thoughts, or even replace them with more positive and constructive thoughts that serve you and that help to move you forward in your goals and increasing your happiness. So, it also helps you to manage stress and anxiety. Now, Worries and anxieties occur very often because of the way you interpret events. We've talked about this before. I'm sure I'll be talking about it again. We've talked about cognitive behavioural training, I like to call it, about how you interpret things that happen to you. And as I say, very often this causes stress and anxiety. So by choosing your thoughts, you can steer away from any catastrophic thinking, which is what we tend to do, which incidentally is a big part of stinking thinking, and focus on more accurate assessments of a situation. And this can significantly reduce your stress and anxiety. Now, it also helps to enhance emotional regulation. So wisely choosing your thoughts helps you to regulate your emotions. Of course it does. So instead of allowing your negative thinking to spin you into that downward spiral of negativity and even overwhelming emotion, instead you can guide your thoughts to lead to more positive emotions. And as you can imagine, this also helps to improve your relationships. It helps you to respond to others in a more considered way, helping to avoid unnecessary conflict, shall we say, and helping you to communicate more effectively. And we're going to be talking about effective communication quite soon. Being able to choose your way of thinking also helps to improve your problem-solving capabilities. So being able to choose your thought helps you to approach challenges more rationally and with a clear mind. Therefore, being better able to identify solutions, make appropriate decisions, and take better action. If any of this is helping you, will you please give me a thumbs up? That would really help. Being able to choose your way of thinking helps to increase resilience. So you can choose to focus on strength thoughts. So focus on your strengths in any challenging situation, for example, or to focus on your past successes and then potential solutions, building a more resilient mindset that will help you then to deal with future challenges more easily, more quickly, and with confidence. It also helps to boost self-esteem, as you can imagine, that by consciously selecting your thoughts, selecting thoughts that promote self-compassion, self-acceptance, positive self-image, you can boost your self-esteem and overall sense of worth. And last but not least, being able to choose your way of thinking helps to develop your personal growth. So it's a key component, in fact, in personal growth because it allows you to identify areas where you can challenge any limiting beliefs that you may have that are holding you back. It helps you then to be able to learn from your experiences and to develop a more resilient and flexible mindset, as I say. Now, just imagine making even small incremental improvements in all of those areas, how that will change your life for the better. And you may not do it all the time. Of course, I've had times, not many, I have to say, but I've had times where I've completely lost it and I've let my emotions run away with me. But the more you practice, the more you do it, the less likely that is to happen. And it's not just about losing it and acting totally from your emotions, but it's about being able to think more clearly, about changing that thought and therefore allowing that to lead to better action, as I've just said. Now, it's important for me to mention here that what I'm not talking about is choosing a different thought just because you don't want to think that thought. It's not about denying your thoughts or your emotions. It's about being able to control your thoughts in such a way that you have thoughts that serve you and that increase your happiness and that help you to be more effective in your life. Thoughts that support your happiness and well-being. Now, it takes practice and guidance, it takes presence, and it takes the willingness to give yourself the time and effort. It doesn't cost anything, it just takes your time and effort. You need to be willing to think about your thinking, or metacognition if you want the boring term for it. I shouldn't say that, should I? But anyway, it is an ongoing process. But the minute you start, you'll start improving. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. And everything we talk about on this channel reinforces that skill. We've looked at negative thinking. We've looked at growth mindsets. We've looked at personal growth. We've looked at all of those things. But here I want to consciously focus your attention on it. Let's put it that way. Now, the training, the mindfulness training or meditation, if you want to call it that we did last time is the first step, helping you to become aware of your thoughts and thought patterns, and that's what this does. If you haven't yet done or sat for that mind training, it's about 20 minutes long, 15 or 20 minutes long, and I explain what you need to be doing in that video. I'll leave a link to it down below. Okay, please remember to talk to me in the comments box. I would love that. And stay well, and I'll see you next time. And until then, remember that on the Happy Stuff and Fluff, we're getting happy, living longer and growing younger. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.